epic land, the ancient epicenter of commerce. Today we are emerging anew. As India turns 75, let's celebrate the most unique stories of big dreams, big take and bold minds coming together to build the most unique, modern marvels of engineering to build the unique backbone of a brand new India. Let's go discover what it takes to build India. Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, known as heaven on earth, more than 50 Hollywood and Bollywood movies have heroed this landscape. But getting here is not easy. For decades, the place and its people have been waiting for a fix. Namaskar, I am Vaibhav Dange. Today we are going to see the making of a grand network, tunnels of triumph that will build India.
In the making, the record-breaking Zojila Tunnel, Z-More Tunnel, making possible all-weather connectivity. The tunnel at Chenali Nashri, pioneering new safety standards in tunnel design. And Kazikund Banihal Tunnel, connecting Jammu and Kashmir to the rest of India, all year round.
In the toughest of Himalayan terrain, India's best minds, most skilled technicians, and the world's best design and technology are fighting against all odds to build some of the world's most stunning engineering marvels.
May 3rd, 1999. The snow had begun to melt. As gunfire rained, after years of quietude, the Pakistani army charged into Mushko, Dras, Kargil and Batalik, all just beyond the 1,500 feet high single-lane dirt path called Zojila Pass. A single truck that carries around 8 to 10 tons of weight can struggle in summer. In winter, it's under 15 to 20 feet of snow. The Pakistani army's strategy to cut off this lifeline to Leh Ladakh from the rest of India.
Musharraf decided that Kashmir issue must be taken out of deep freeze. This was a sector where the national highway is closest to the line of control. And therefore, anybody who occupies the heights and makes inroads out there would be able to dominate this and cut off Kashmir from Ladakh. Zojila is the lifeline to join Kashmir to Kargil and Ladakh.
Indian troops have battled this terrain for more than 70 years.
The Leh sector, it gets cut off during winters, and therefore in that area, which also includes troops which are deployed in Siachen, they have to be fed, their winter clothing should be there, their ammunition should be there, all spares that are required for everything else must be there in place. All this is done during summer months when the passes open up.
Flying supplies in during winters could make costs shoot up by 5 times. These homes have been silent for months. Those that live here leave it all behind before the snow touches the ground.
गांव में तकरीबन 15-12-13 फुट बर्फ आता था। अब विंटर में बहुत मुश्किल होता था। यहाँ अगर कोई बीमार होता था, नहीं यहाँ कोई इलाज होता था, ना यहाँ मेडिकल है, कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे। इसीलिए हम यहाँ से तकरीबन गगनगिर, कोई कोलन गांव में 6 महीने के लिए वहाँ बैठना पड़ता था। इस साल मार्च में हम बर्फ़ कम होने की वजह से हम जल्दी आए इस गाँव में। तो जब रास्ता बंद होता था बहुत मुश्किल होता था, ना राशन ना पानी ना कुछ, जो भी हमको ज़रूरत पड़ता था वो यहाँ नहीं पहुँचता था।
The fix? Asia's longest bidirectional tunnel. At more than 10,000 feet above sea level, this 14-kilometer long tunnel, costing more than $820 million, will get people across safely in just 15 minutes, all year round. Stories of the crew working on it will blow your mind.
If just living here is hard, tunneling, one of the most complex of construction methods, is 1,000 times more challenging.
Himalayan geology is the worst kind of formation all over the world. Himalayas are youngest mountain ranges all over the world. Means it's not homogeneous rock. You cannot predict, maybe today it's good, next round it's very bad.
To complicate matters, active fault lines crisscross the northwestern Himalayas. The Megha Engineering and Infrastructure Limited crew has deployed the new Australian tunneling method, using the strength of rock and soil to build a rock-solid tunnel. But this method doesn't come with a rigid blueprint. This means the teams got to make it up as they go.
So tunneling we are doing with new Austrian tunneling method, which is being used all over the world, all over Europe, North America and many developed Asian countries. So we are doing tunneling with latest technical know-how.
If the mountain and its rocks cooperate, the team can tunnel up to 6 meters a day. But that is frequently not the case. Tunneling Himalayan rock is no easy task. Poor rock quality means blasting is risky. The first 100 meters took the team almost 3 months. For the MEIL crew, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Winter temperatures can dip to as low as minus 30 degrees centigrade. This winter witnessed record snow. January 11, 2022. A massive avalanche hits Zojila. But the tunnel stays strong. The MEIL crew's methodology makes it so.
Earlier, before introduction of NATM, people were doing all kind of mistakes, lot of risk. They were not sporting with rock bolt shotcrete. So NATM is a very safe tunneling mode. No accidents, no convergence of tunnel. Tunnels are stable.
The MEIL team tunneled more than 5 kilometers in a record 14 months. Once up and running, Zojila will be a boon for Indian armed forces.
India's bravest, struggling against the odds at the world's highest battlefield, will be able to get supplies, medical help, and all the support they need around the clock, 365 days. A little further down, perennially treacherous and snowed in half the year, a Z-shaped road between Sonmarg and Gagangir has a breathtaking story unfolding underneath. The 6.5-kilometer long Z-mode tunnel, costing almost $300 million, is going to change the way Kashmir travels.
A historic bottleneck on this narrow single-lane, Z-shaped section of the Srinagar-Leh highway. The road is getting an all-weather solution. The APCO Infratech team is just a few months away from getting the Z-More tunnel up and running. More than a year before their deadline. They are doing it by tunneling around the clock on all 365 days of the year.
To ensure these aggressive construction schedules, we have to ensure the work to go on 24/7 throughout the year, because this is a 4-month snow-covered area. In equipment, what we have deployed, we have ensured these equipment sustain and work under minus 20 degrees centigrade. Otherwise, normal construction equipment, which are available all over India, will fail inevitably over here because of the freezing of the diesel.
This 6.5 kilometer tunnel needs more than 400,000 cubic meters of concrete. The same amount it took to build the iconic 50,000-seater Colosseum in Rome.
What is most challenging in this area is to get the material, logistics. Say, first of all, aggregate is not available, sand is not available.
The team comes up with an ingenious solution. They begin prepping to excavate. Tiny holes are drilled into the rock. Carefully measured explosives are inserted. Too much could make the tunnel cave in completely. Controlled blasting protects the delicate Himalayan ecology. The bonus to the environment, which is otherwise treated as industrial waste, turns into the raw materials that will shore up the tunnel's walls. The muck removed is carried to nearby cement batching plants set up specifically for the Z-More project.
We have recycled entire muck. Whatever muck that is coming out from the tunneling activity, we have ensured what is the usable rock has been crushed and used as aggregate and sand as well to ensure the quality of the tunnel. At the same time, there are dumping yards normally near the tunnels. So normally it is dumped and forgotten. But here we are developing the entire area into tourist spots. So the development will take place.
These tunnels of triumph near completion as winter recedes in the valley. The mountains are coming back to life. Locals settle back in their homes. This year, there's a spring in their steps.
हमको बहुत खुशी है सर, ये टनल अगर बन जाएगा हमको बहुत फायदा होगा, क्योंकि हमको यहाँ सोलनारा मार्ग में भी टूरिस्ट बहुत आते हैं, वहाँ भी हम काम करते हैं, कोई वहाँ जाते हैं, कोई टनल में काम करते हैं। अब टनल बनने से हम कुछ 6-12 महीना यहाँ रह सकते हैं।
Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir, they are very remote, and the kind of challenges which we face in our day-to-day livelihood in those areas, remote areas, that should be appreciated by everyone. Once these two tunnels are constructed and connectivity is restored, people of Ladakh, people of Kargil and Srinagar, they will all get integrated. This will not only give economic and cultural boost to that area, this will provide them with tremendous tourism potential and opportunities.
Once up and running, the Zojila and the Z-More tunnels will slash travel time from Ladakh to Kashmir from 3.5 hours to a mere 15 minutes.
Zojila and Z-More tunnels will together usher in a new age for Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. Health, education, employment opportunities a connection to the rest of India, and all the possibilities that come with it are now just a few months away. For the first time in Indian history, higher than 5,800 feet above sea level, the 8.5 kilometer long all-weather Kazigund-Banihal tunnel makes 365 days connectivity to Kashmir possible.
January 1995. Heavy snowfall brought the Jammu-Srinagar highway to a halt. Avalanche after avalanche trapped in more than 400 vehicles in the aging and unsafe Jawahar tunnel. Indian road infrastructure needed urgent intervention. The new Kazikund-Banihal tunnel was built with the mission to ensure maximum safety. Two 8.45 kilometers long tubes run parallel to each other, with cross passages at every 500 meters for regular maintenance as well as emergencies. Every nook is covered by 237 CCTV cameras and multiple sensors for round-the-clock monitoring. SOS boxes at every 250 meters allowed those in need to call for help. But perhaps the highlight of this smart tunnel is the sophisticated ventilation system. On a usual day, with the usual traffic, the tunnel is ventilated using 126 jet fans. When the air pressure changes, a different protocol kicks in.
In case of fire, that time we will be using separate duct for extracting the smoke from the tunnel, as well as a separate duct for supplying the fresh air inside the tunnel, and as well as using the jet fans for pushing the smoke inside the tunnel. Combination of all these three is a semi-transversal ventilation system. So this is a unique one we are using over here.
The only all-weather link to Jammu and Kashmir, the road is now open all year round.
India's longest Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee tunnel at Chenani Nashri. This 9-kilometer tunnel has been built with pioneering safety technology that sets a new benchmark in tunnel construction in India.
India's first and longest tunnel, built with the integrated tunnel control system.
Approximate 1,500 engineers, geologists and workers have worked in this project throughout India as well as from foreign countries. Lifespan of this tunnel is 100 years.
At this tunnel at Chenani Nashri, all safety, maintenance and monitoring systems are controlled from within a single room. The system has raised an alarm.
Welcome to Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Tunnel. How may I assist you?
Today the team is under fire.
Vehicle breakdown at CP5.
Emergency teams are on high alert. With coordinates in place, the team rushes.
घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. हमारी टीम चंद मिनटों में आपके पास पहुंच रही है.
Other communication system is our FM radio. User can switch their radio to 92.7 FM, and also there is a feature that we can break that FM and relay our message on that frequency.
Within minutes, the truck is back on the road. World-class technology and global best safety practices come together to build a network of triumphant tunnels across Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
So we are making the tunnel of 1 lakh crore in the country. We are only making the tunnel of 60 to 70,000 crore in Kashmir. And it is really going to be changed the total scenario of the Kashmir, and it's going to increase the more tourism in the Kashmir.
Zojila, Zedmoth, Kazigund Banihal, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, all stunning examples of engineering and design. But what we saw are not stories of individual tunnels. These tunnels will reach some of the most distant parts of the country. These tunnels of triumph, will build a new India.